Welcome to Vashon. Welcome to the woods, the huckleberry forest.
I'm excited to be here.
It's good to have you. Really great to be with you, Becca.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for helping make this happen.
Thanks for having us.
Jess, you've had a storied last few years. Could you tell us more about yourself?
Yes, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for welcoming me onto the island and into your studio. I'm Jess Connard from East Palestine, Ohio. I am here because a train derailed in my community, and as a result, ended up being one of the largest chemical disasters in American history. Yeah, it was just a regular Friday night. I started hearing these sirens up and down the road, and I thought, what is going on? And I went downstairs, and my partner had the news on, and I said, what's up? And he said, there's been a train derailment, and there's a really big fire. We found out that the train was actually on fire when it went through our backyard. It derailed 2 miles away, and we started to hear about the leaking vinyl chloride car. But they blew holes in not just one, but 5 rail cars of vinyl chloride, full rail cars of vinyl chloride. It was 116,000 gallons that was drained into a soil ditch near waterways, Leslie Run, Sulphur Run, and then they just lit it on fire. The studies later showed that the particulate matter traveled 16 states, including parts of Canada. So a few weeks after the derailment, the CDC held sort of a town hall where they had said, you know, it's likely that you've been exposed to these chemicals. There's really not much that we could do about it, but we can treat your cancers. In the United States, we have on average 3 derailments every single day. Once you sort of start to identify that derailments are regular and predictable and should be expected. Because if we don't start making changes in this country for rail safety, that's only going to keep getting worse. Which is sort of why I'm here in Washington State. There's a community right now in British Columbia, north of Vancouver, that is getting ready to have a hearing here the end of the month on a rezoning. And the reason that this is important is because communities can identify that there are issues and they can make decisions to prevent derailments. This rezoning specifically has to do with putting chlorine in liquid form on rail cars. Chlorine, when it leaks, becomes a gas. It's heavier than air, and it can kill you within a few seconds, a few minutes. And so, depending on how much of it you're inhaling, this is very dangerous to put chlorine on rail. We do it all the time in the United States. It's unfortunate. We have chlorine rail cars that sit next to schools all day. But the point is that this community has an opportunity to, make a decision to reduce that impact. And I think that when you're provided with these opportunities, especially at the municipal level, to, engage in something that could prevent a derailment, even if it's preventing something from going on the train or preventing less of it from going on the train, whatever that decision is, make it now, because you don't want what happened in my community to happen in yours. And it's not fear-mongering. It's predictable. This is going to continue to happen again if we don't start making these changes now.